Watching a game in Death Valley is an experience like no other. Our memories of the stadium are often characterized by how it looks on camera, whether we're watching from our couches on game day or just looking up at the Jumbotron from the stands. Fans come to the game hoping to make it onto the Jumbotron or maybe in one of LSU's famous hype videos. A select group of people hold in their hands the key to that spotlight, the camera team. Running amongst the fans is Giovanni Lamonte. His attention isn't on the game, but on his work.
I was a fan first, still am a fan, but coming into working here, there's kind of a switch that you have to flip. Once you know you're working for the university and like everything that you do is for the team and no longer like as a fan, you're kind of seeing it from a different perspective.
Lamonte works for South Stadium Productions, a relatively new addition to LSU's creative services. Up to that point, LSU Sports Productions had a small staff of 3.
I haven't been a fan on a football game day in a very long time, so I've just gotten used to my routine. You know, there's no cheering in the press box.
A lot rests on the shoulders of people like Lamonte and Dixon.
LSU is truly a special place. A lot of people have family attachments to LSU and the emotion that it brings, and to be able to be on the inside and share those stories and bring fans closer to our student athletes to where they don't know them as a number or a helmet or a jersey, but can be invested in them as people.
The expectations of their videos are high, and achieving those expectations requires a whole team of videographers for every game.
For football, we have about 5 or 6 different shooters and different assignments for each shooter. For me personally, I'm going to be in the stands, roaming. I kind of ask for that assignment just because I don't like to sit still for too long.
After filming at so many games, Lamonte has a whole routine worked out.
I'll usually start up in the Skyline Club, where it's kind of overseeing the entire stadium from a bird's eye view. Then I'll kind of go down and sit in the student section for a little bit, get that crazy atmosphere. Then I might go on the 50-yard line, on the away side, on the home side, just kind of wherever my heart takes me, I kind of just go out there and shoot.
Outside of football, Lamonte is known for his producing work for LSU gymnastics. His TikTok highlights his love for videography, not just as a job, but as a hobby. Regardless of where he is, he says there's nothing like being behind the camera.
You bring a camera into the student section and you feel like a celebrity. Like, people are always just they're stopping and they're like, yo, come take a video of us, like talking to you or whatever. But for me, I was a student here, so like, I went to games for 3 years before I ever picked up a camera in Tiger Stadium. So like, I remember being on the opposite end of that and just being like, this is so cool, like we might get on a hype video, we might get on the Jumbotron or whatever. So I try to remember that every time I'm up there, just like remembering how I felt as a student.
While Lamonte roams around the stadium, Dixon sits in the press box taking notes. She knows that her notes combined with Lamonte's video will make for legendary content for LSU.
Content is the new arms race. It seems like it used to be facilities and who has the biggest stadiums and the flashiest things in their ops building, to how can we showcase our brand and our student athletes.
As for Lamonte, he has no plans of stopping his videography work anytime soon. So next time you're in the stadium, look for the guy with the camera, letting his heart take the lead. For videos just like this one, subscribe to this channel for 225's Between the Lines.